Ps5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Pass caught by Takedell. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Mixon on the counter. He's got a gain of 6 there. Making the stop, that was last year's Heisman Trophy winner, Travis Hunter. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Mills looking to throw. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here we go.
Mixon's going to get this off his zone read. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
Back at the 47-yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. On the option, here's Mixon. Oh, man, he's in the clear. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. It's about a 4-yard pickup, and they'll still be playing the sticks. 3rd and 11 coming up.
You know, Kate, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Before they can get the extra point away, the clock runs out. This is going to back them up 5 yards. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my live.
They just lost track of the play clock entirely there as that backs up this extra point. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Another shot at this extra point here. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good.
Makes the score Texans 7, Jaguars nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn
set up for the kickoff. They Schultz-Newton now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Jacksonville off. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
This ETN. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
One quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though. It's Indy Bronk. It's a gain of 5, third down coming up.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Lawrence here running the sneak. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
All set to go now from the 35. Here's ETN on first down. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. Can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring out fourth down.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needing a little help to get picked up off the grass.
And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Take go.
On the ground again with Mixon. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped by Foye Oluokun.
I'll tell you what, if this defense is going to give the offense room on this counter, they're going to take it to the sideline every single time for positive yards. Someone needs to stay and lock down the backside to deny this running lane we're seeing towards the sideline.
3rd down, Mixon gets it. Fights his way through a tackle. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. We haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that.
46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. They'll go play action. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down from the 42. Here's Mills. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. Offense in a hurry up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And they fake the spike. They're going to throw it. Sends this to the end zone. And he hauls in the touchdown. The fake spike works. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
40 extra points.
Sees right through those smoke and mirrors and take him to the turf.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get to, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
Now the Jaguars getting set to go. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. 1st down from the 42. Lawrence throwing here. Texans closing in, and they get to him. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop.
Brings up 3rd.
Throw here, 3rd down. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
All right, to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down.
Here's the 24.
On 4th down, here's Lawrence. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted! Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen.
Our look
Scott,
around the league starts now with a matchup of...
And with a... Tootin now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Here come the Jaguars, taking the field on offense to start the third. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. Here's ETN to begin the drive. He dodged the tackle. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Counter give to ETN. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He tries to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than a QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. We got a tough QB.
Once it's hit, the ball is loose. And the Texans have it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Keeping it with Mixon. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Travis Hunter making that play. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my live.
To knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Up and good from Fairbairn. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
I know it's not a touchdown, but that's exactly what you want to do after a takeaway. Make them pay, in this case, with 3.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Tootin now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hey, Ron! Stop!
Now Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Hey, easy, route!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. Lawrence goes into a slide before that hit can arrive with enough for a 1st down. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Lawrence looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Texans closing in, and they get to him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. Texans have fought their way to a strong lead, and they've got the football. Jags loading up the secondary on this 3rd down. They've got 6 DBs out there. A handoff from Mixon, running right. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. On him quick, and they bring him down. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. 3rd down, and they need to get 10. 3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Going right side, Mixon with it. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third.
He was brought down by Jerry Jones. No gain on the play. Makes it
Mixon on the counter. Just 1 yard on the play. A couple of real nice stops. Force 4th and 1.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Okay, they're going to go for it. The fake field goal does not get it done. This is going to be a turnover on downs. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Lawrence is hit, the ball is loose. But the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession. Desperation time here on 4th. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston. The Texan offense out now for another 2-point opportunity. They give it to the back of his own read. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows? Maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Coach Liam Cohn ushering his Jaguar offense back to the field. And any comeback hopes, they may have been entertaining, Brock. They might have left the field after that last pick 6.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty incredible things happen in the 4th quarter before, but now a 3-score game coming off of a turnover. Now this one should be likely over.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Here's the backup. First throw. He finds Brown right side. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Jaguars trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. To the air on 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. Space past the 35. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First down, Jacksonville.
They'll work against the blitz. He gets this one to Strange. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. He's dropping back to throw. Now he takes it, and he gives himself up after a short gain. 5 yards on that play, and enough for a new set of downs. First down from the 42. They're going to try and throw it here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. Dropping back to throw. He's in trouble. It gets brought down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ballgame. And it really is on two sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the 6th team in the history of this game to knock 12 sacks in one ball game.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They're going to try to throw for it. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And it's forced out of bounds after a gain of 4 there. Second down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.
Twisting my words and bringing it to pass, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama, I bought the Chanel and I got your back. I promised that I would've never gotten phone if I knew I would get so attached. I promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Why is it too